Hey guys, it's me Charlie. Today is April 19, 2013, and I wanted to show you how I pack my eggs and what I use to pack them in. I order my boxes on UPS, United States Postal Service.com, and I like to get these because you can either use express mail or priority mail. And the box comes like this when you have this option. It allows you to open up the box and change it into what you want. I love this idea because I can go ahead and either choose express mail and ship in one day, which costs about $35 and more depending on the weight, or I can use priority mail depending on the size of the box, which this one ranges from $6 depending on weight up to $9.88. But if you use it under the medium-sized box option of the priority mail, that is $11.30 for 2013. So I take the adhesive off as you saw, and I can connect the box together. It's got a very strong adhesive to where I can go ahead and ship these off with no problems of it opening up. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what I use to adhere the box. Instead of just using plain old tape, I use these strips that you can also get from them, and usually I use 2 for each side. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is a priority sticker. They do come in express mail, I believe. I don't think this long strip does. I think the strip is a 12-inch by 2-inch, meaning 12 inches this way and 2 inches this way. This, so far, I have not had anybody say to me that it came open. So what I do is I take the 2 sections of the priority mail, put it down like this, and the one section that sticks out is a whole strip there. And there's my box. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the newspaper, brand new newspaper that I use here from Seattle, Washington. We have a ad that's called The Stranger. Sometimes you have to be careful because The Stranger has a section that's kind of naughty, and it advertises all kinds of inappropriate things, and I try not to send that to you guys, but every once in a while I'm sure it slipped in. I'm trying to make a small little bed here like this. That took about 5 pieces of paper, of newspaper from The Stranger. It's like a booklet that you open up. Then I take 2 more, and I cross them in the box. One this way, one that way. So it gives like an X. And then I take my 12 eggs that I'm sending out. It's a 10 plus count. I'm going to add, I think, 1 or 2 more eggs. I like to add a few extra eggs in there. And I push it down. And then what I do, as you can see here, kind of crunch it up into a little flour. You take the rest of it and you push it down like this. And then I separate this just a little bit for either 2 reasons, either to add more eggs or to put some cushioning. Let me go ahead and open this up. And I want this to be kind of firm, but at the same time a little, that gives a little. Because I don't want this to be so firm that when they ship this, when it gets shipped and travel, it'll compress and break the eggs. And I don't want it to be so loose that the eggs wiggle around and get out of the carton, or wiggle around and eventually crack open. Alright, so now I just add a few on top. If you guys hear a little bell in the background, I decided to put Duchess in a little bell collar with diamonds all over it. And that's her running around acting silly. Now, I used to ship off the packing slip, but I don't know. You can do that if you want to when you print your own labels. I'm not doing it anymore unless requested. It's just a little extra ink being used that I don't need to do. Alright, so when you go to close this and it feels too firm, That's a little too firm. I don't like that. So you reopen it, take out 2 of them, and you start to move this around, and poof it around. Add 1 more back. I don't want too much pressure on this box. That feels way better. See how that's even more flatter too? Now all I gotta do is just take 2 more strips of what you saw, which I think I ran out. Either that or I misplaced them. And then you put on your label that you print online, which is right here. You cut this out, take this label, you put it right on here, you tape it, and your box needs to be marked. Either mark the box, you know, live embryo hatching eggs all over the box on every side, or don't mark at all, because some people don't like marking the box. So it depends on you. So I hope that helps with you guys. If you wanted to know how to ship these eggs, let me go ahead and bring it down here. And if it helped, then that's great. Give it a thumbs up. If it didn't help and you weren't that interested in this video, give it a thumbs down. And if you'd like to leave a comment, I'd appreciate that. If you'd like, I read all comments. I don't answer all of them because they're not always questions. And I think that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. Let me show you guys. So you can add some, kind of play with it and add some cushioning right in here too. I'm going to add a few more eggs. So I'm going to take some of this out and probably put them somewhere. This box is 11 by 11.8, 5.5, and 8.5. That is the 11.8, 5.5, and then 8.5. Serama eggs.